Right, let's get you in here first. Okay, and so what's your first name?
Joe.
Joe, and you're due to have a total shoulder replacement.
Yep.
Uncross your legs, sorry.
Oh,
and if
sorry.
you're right, next month.
Yep.
So we're going to fix it so that you don't need that. That'd
Yeah,
be good,
because
wouldn't
I broke it in 2011 and they didn't diagnose it. Now it's full of arthritis,
Right.
and I've got bone on bone, which is, oh, you can't stand it. I'm 24/7, I'm in pain.
Right.
And I can go like that, and
Right.
this I can go like that.
All right, okay, so rest both down. Okay, so there's a guy called Bruce Lipton who is a cell biologist, and he studied cells, and one of the experiments that's done with cells is they wanted to find out what is the intelligent part of the cell. And for years they assumed it was the nucleus, because when you look at a cell, there's the outer membrane, there's a nucleus, and there's not a lot really else in there, is there? Well, there is really, but there doesn't look to be at first sight. Well, they took the nucleus out of the cell, and the cell didn't die. It's called denucleation. That's the technical term for it, denucleation. They took the nucleus out and the cell didn't die. But the cell then couldn't replicate, couldn't reproduce. So the nucleus of a cell isn't the brain of the cell. The nucleus of the cell is like the gonads, the reproduction, yeah? So what is then the brain of the cell? And they tried removing different parts, and nothing killed the cell until they removed the cell membrane, and the cell instantly died. Now, if you think about it, it's the membrane of the cell that determines what nutrients come in and what waste matter goes out, and it's called a membrane. Yeah? And so the health of the cell is determined by, is the membrane doing its job properly? There's little like doorways, if you like, in the cell wall that will allow in nutrients and get rid of waste matter. Now, he did some very interesting experiments, Bruce. He used to be a lecturer at the Harvard Medical School, and he left because he was teaching students rubbish. He wanted to do his own science. And he found that if he put stem cells are fetal cells. Fetal cells, when we're inside the lady, they're fetal cells. As they come out, they're stem cells. And if you put stem cells in a petri dish with one solution, they would grow muscle. With another solution, they grow bone. With another solution, they grow fat. And so the conclusion he's reached is it's all about the environment. And so all that's happened here in this shoulder is the environment has made the cells behave in a different way. And when I work on things like arthritis, it's a bit like limescale in a kettle. If you've ever had a kettle fur up, that's what it feels like in your body, to me. And so all we've got to do is create a different environment so that the cells then go back to being ligament or tissue or fibre, whatever they were. And that's how you get what appears a miraculous healing, but it's not. It's just a working of natural law. Now, what sensation for you have you got in that shoulder at the moment?
I don't know what it's numb.
It's numb. It's not feeling pain anymore, is it?
No.
They've anaesthetised it. Yeah, they have spiritual anaesthesia. They can, just like we, if they want to do something, they will do something. So, the only thing they can't work on is teeth.
Oh, okay.
I still have to go and pay dentist bills. It's like, that's not on. Can't you just fix my teeth? Apparently not. But they can fix your shoulder. All right. You're needing more spaciousness in your shoulder. Any pain at all in that shoulder, or is it all gone at the moment?
It's well, it's been there for 24/7, so it still feels, but I can go like that now. Like when I sat there, it was just pure.
Yeah.
Agony.
You just watch what you're going to be able to do in a minute. Right, surgeon scissors have just come out. So in my mind's eye, I see sometimes a scalpel, but more often than not, I see this miniature pair of silver scissors, just like you'd find in a little manicure set, but tinier. And it's like snip, snip, snip. They do tiny little snip, snip, snip. He's just done 2 lots of 3 snips. And then he says we've got to put in a heap of new padding, because there's no padding in there.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing. Cool. Right, he's just said stop what you're doing for a minute. Right, both arms together. both arms together, just lift both arms up. Without thinking about it, just
Yeah.
lift both arms up.
Wow.
That's a bit better, isn't it? Then back
It's a
down.
bit better. It's a bit better. That's a miracle. It's,
Just notice how it feels. I've removed my hand now, but it's not as painful as it was, is it?
no.
No. All right. Right, now, let's give it a go. I've got somebody smiling now. Go on, give it a go. Just give it a go.
It's, wow.
Right? And now just try moving it like that.
What is it today?
Oh my God.
I can feel it creaking,
Don't
like
matter
it was
about
an
the
old,
creaking.
yeah,
Seriously, don't matter about the creaking.
yeah, I can just, it's felt like it, hey, it's just gone. It's not stiff, it's not sore, it's
Right,
not,
now move that arm, move your good arm. I want you to see, your brain's got to understand what movement I've got in there, and then do that one.
well, this one's a bit weaker because it's been compensating for this one.
It has.
When I
has.
sleep,
Yeah.
I can wake up and that's a bit sore,
Yeah.
because I've had to get over, but it just feels like you give it a squirt of oil and
That,
it'll
exactly.
be
She's read the
Yeah, right.
script. She's read the script. That's what's coming next. They've got to lubricate now.
Yeah, and that's what it
They've
needs,
got
yeah.
to lubricate. All right. So you rest that down for me now. Now there is a danger. This is going to feel so damn good. She's going to keep moving it and then make it sore again.
Oh
So,
no,
After they've fixed it, you just need to get a really good night's sleep.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. God bless. I've got one of the very, very top surgeons just stepped in. So, just bear with me. He's working a little bit differently. Bless. God bless. All right, God bless. Right, so what they need to do is just letting me know that they're going to be putting in 3 spiritual stitches. So what this means is a week from today, you're going to need to go to bed either in the nick or in white, doesn't matter which.
oh,
You
Well,
need a
what
glass
is
of
white?
water. You need a glass of water at the side of the bed,
yeah,
and they will remove the stitches. Now, when they remove their stitches, this is going to feel truly amazing. So they're going to put in 3 stitches for now, because they have to. It is true spiritual surgery. And a week later, a week to today, they will come in to remove the stitches. You may sleep through it, you may not be aware of anything whatsoever. Now, he says you can give that arm a move. Yeah, you can move the arm however you like now.
oh my God. My grandchildren are going to say, you're kidding me, Nan.
All right, but don't go overdoing it. Don't be like this.
No.
one. You're going to do some damage then.
Oh,
They're going to do 3 stitches. A week from today, you'll find. That's good. How's that? You're in shock, aren't you?
it's awesome.
I know.
I've had such agony. Oh, awesome. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.